Hello Pisces, I am Ulrich, I am a Lenormand card trader, and today we will do the work, money, business card reading for the sign of Pisces for the month of March. I will try to keep the reading as short as possible, but of course it's my intention to deliver you a quality product, so it will require of your time. But sometimes with the cards we deviate a little bit, but I will try to keep it as short as possible. So Pisces, here we go for your work, money, business card reading for the month of March. Hello Pisces, and welcome for your work, money, business card reading for the month of March. As your first card here is the cross. The cross is the card of destiny. It means there's a kind of protection above us here, but it also tells us that what we are seeing here is a reading that requires some patience. So this is not a hurry card. So things are going a little bit slower here in general here. The card means that we must be patient and aware here. Sometimes also it deepens our insights, and we need to trust our intuition. Intuition is very important here. This is what we are seeing here, but it is like we are protected here from a higher power, and we will get more objective insights if we leave everything some time here. With the cross, sometimes also things don't happen before it's time. It's like we cannot force it, especially with the mountain here in the middle, which is also a slow card. We cannot force, but if we wait the right time, things will go in the right way. This is what we are seeing here. Anyway, some responsibilities will come to us, and we will need to decide also about responsibilities that are put upon us. Some of you will take these responsibilities, others will let them go because it's draining them. So it depends a little bit here on your personality. Anyway, here also we see principles. If you are guided by certain principles in your life, religious, spirituality, this could also influence your decision here. This is what we are seeing here. But there's a lot of personal development here. This is what we are seeing here. The mountain, as I mentioned, is a slow card. It also refers to abroad in the internet, and also on the internet, but we will go in more details later here. And these two cards, they tell us here that we need to be strong. We need to stand our ground. If we have a certain goal and we focus on it, and even though it goes slow, there's a deep inner strength in us. And here we see that if we focus on our targets, we will be lucky with the outcome, because here you have the lucky card of the deck. So this is a very prosperous card that we are having here, that we see here. Anyway, here we see also that important changes are about to come in our life with the mountain in the middle. The mountain is a heavy card, so it means these are important decisions, decisions that actually have an impact on the rest of our life, or that could be very important for the rest of our life. Then we're going to mirror the cards. We have the ship and the cross here. Here we see that if this would be possible to travel already for this month here, we see that a distant trip here is at hand here. It's possible here that you are taking a decision for traveling. This could be a travel that is connected. Now we deviate a little bit regarding not only for business, but it could also implement that there is a lover in abroad here that we are seeing here. So it could be a little bit business, and it could also impact our love life, or we are traveling here for our love life. Anyway, certain ideologies, religious, if you're a very spiritual religious type, no matter what your religion or your spirituality here is, here we see that we could also travel for our spirituality. Maybe you visit a place that is related to your religion or to your spirituality, and this is an important delivery. And also you will like the trip, because the heart is that our heart is really upon this trip here. It's possible that these traditions are not necessarily yours. It might not be the way you brought up, not necessarily the spirituality. It could be a change here that we are seeing here. Sometimes it also points that this is a pilgrimage, a religious journey, as I said here, and it will sometimes not be easy. There could be some delays here that we are seeing here, but probably these delays refer to the current conditions that we are in. It's not easy to travel now. There's a lot of restrictions, law, tests. This is what we are seeing here with these cards also. It's common knowledge here, but I see it here also in the card. Anyway, here we see if we will make these change, it will bring some hardship, but it will also give us a fated path. It will lead to a fated path here. This is what we are seeing here. But there could be some foreign or strange ideologies here that we are committing to. Anyway, you could feel it's your responsibility to change. This is what we are seeing also with this card. Then we're going to mirror the bottom cards. We have the mice and the clovers here. Here we see that if some people would try to take away some things from you that are in the beginning stage or that are just begun, like a business, or they try to take away something that you worked for, that belongs to you, there's like a kind of protection here that we are seeing. They will not to be able to get away with it. This is what we are seeing. This combination sometimes also makes a little bit nervous. This could be related to the travel that we are seeing here with this combination. Anyway, we could also have a feeling that things might not go as easy as we thought it. We could have a feeling like that here. This is what we are seeing here. We could also have the feeling in our life that there's some around us, there's some corruption going on. This is what we are seeing here. This could be on the world level, but it could also be in our direct environment that we see this here. Anyway, then we go in actually in the card reading. We see here the cross and the heart. This is the meeting. This is a little bit deviation what I'm going to do now here. Could mean to a soul relationship. Something here, we meet somebody probably in abroad, or a person that is in a way related to our business. So it's both that works here, because the ship is money, business, but it also refers to abroad. These two cards refers to abroad, as we saw earlier here. This could be a trip that refers to both here. It will not be an easy. It's possible also that something that bothered you, a relationship that bothered you in the past, that you stopped with it, that because it caused you a kind of pain. This is what we are seeing here. Maybe you were unhappy with this love, you want to get rid of it, and you put your focus in abroad or in your business here. This is what we are seeing here. It's like literally, this is the test. This is literally a test of the heart. It's possible if we travel for our heart, that the person that we are traveling to, we test them. This is possible also with this combination. Anyway, mostly this points to a predestined love or a trip that we are about to do. It's a fate, a travel of fate that we are doing here, a travel that is destined to be we could believe here that we are destined to a specific partner. We could have this feeling here with this card. Then we have the heart and the ship here. This points to a happy trip. This is also, we explore romance. This is possible. Travel for love, traveling to our lover here. If there is some distance, you could have the feeling after when you return that because you are not directly with your lover, that the longing will become stronger here. This is what we are seeing here. We see with this combination an explorer here, a person who wants to explore things in their life. And as I said here, this could implement a change of heart from before. Then we have the letter, the mountain, and the bear. Here we see that we receive news from somebody abroad. This could be relating to business, but it could also be relating to your lover here. Anyway, we see here that that things are not easy. There's a lot of blockages. There's a lot of things that we need to overcome, but the bear is a very strong card. So even if you're held back, you will push through, you will push it, and you will see that you overcome these troubles. This is what we are seeing here with this combination. The bear is a very strong card. It expands everything. So even if you have troubles, you will go for it. You will not let yourself hold back. And this points, these two, that you get news from abroad. Some messages here with the mountain also. It could be that there is some interruptions if you have business in abroad, interruptions with the internet, communication in the internet regarding business that is going slower. This is what we are seeing here. Or some communication that you have related to your business could be delayed. This is what we are seeing here. Or it could be difficulties with communication in general here. Maybe there's a language problem. This is what we are seeing here here with this combination. If there are troubles, and these troubles were not speaking of before, this means that you finally address the problems related to business here. It will not be easy, because you could have the feeling that you don't exactly know that you need to approach the problem, but you will address it. You will address it here. This is what we are seeing here, the mountain and the bear here. Then we see here that this is business in abroad. Even though things go not easy, you could be tired of a certain situation because it burdens you, and you could consider a move to abroad. This is what we are seeing here also with this card, because this points to crossing borders, border security. We are confronted here with a lot of controls. We have the feeling here there's a lot of we feel like there's a lot of control here. We have a lot of, like, it's like we have oppositions of customs here. Like we go somewhere and it's like we're checked, double checked, triple checked, and the controls don't stop here. This is what we are seeing here. And it could work on your nerves, because always controlling, even though if you have, even though you already have all the documents required, but still there is control, and it could undermine your faith in governments and in the society in general, especially where we are traveling. Even if you have the documents, still there are additional tests here. This is what we are seeing here. Here it's like they deliberately try to block us, but you will overcome it here. This is what we are seeing here, and you will overcome it. Sometimes also it's difficult to see what we will encounter, because the mountain is high, so we cannot see what is coming. So actually we could be confronted with the problem if we are there. But it's of course it's wise that you see that you have all the necessary documents, and you inform, of course, in the embassy with the country that you are traveling to. Anyway, these challenges will dominate your life for a certain period of life. There will be some obstacles here that we are seeing here. This also points to a person, if they travel, you travel here in sobriety. We don't see the trip literally as luxurious. We want to keep it sober here. This is what we are seeing here with this combination. Anyway, here we see here that we could feel that if we come somewhere that the people are very short-tempered. They are short-tempered if we go somewhere. And it might be difficult here. This is what we are seeing here. It's like here, it's like here, we are facing serious problems that we need to overcome. If we are there in abroad, it's possible that we decide not to go in a very crowded area. We could choose a location that is more remote, and you could have your personal reasons here for doing so. Maybe you need some calm here. This is what we are seeing. On the investment fronts, this points to slow investments, returns on the long run. Solid investments. Also, we don't take risks with these combinations. So you will probably check on the market what is safe to invest in, and you will make investments here in abroad that are related to these investments here. This is what we are seeing here. Here we see also that we could be very cold-hearted. If we need to reach our goal, we don't apply too much emotions. We keep our distance here for business. This is what we are seeing here. We don't, in ourselves, we are very strong. And here it's like an alpha type of person. It doesn't matter if you're a woman or a man, but here we see that this is like a very strong person here that is traveling, but it's like the person don't show that he's so strong, because the bear can wait. He's patient. He's patient, but you cannot actually enter his private territory, because if you do, then you come in trouble here. This is what we are seeing here. Anyway, there could be some misunderstandings here. Some things here out of previous relationships could still lingering on a little bit, and this might be also influence your decisions to go, because decisions out of previous relationships might come back here, and we take our distance here because we want to get away from it. This is what we are seeing here with this combination. But if you make investments, see that you make them wise here. This is what we are seeing here. It's possible if you need some money from a bank here, that it's not easy to get certain loans or to convince the bank here from your things, but you will not give up. You will not give up, and finally they might come around here. This is what we are seeing here. Then we have the mice, the child, and the clovers here. The mice and the child here. If we started in the start of this phase, we will feel, because everything goes a little bit slow and we are held back here, and things are not going as we will, we could feel that our enthusiasm is a little bit dampened here. This is what we are seeing here. And we could feel like here we had great expectations, as we say, but here we see here that our innocence could be taken away. We see that there are certain problems here that we are faced with here, and it's like here we are with the child, we are losing our innocence. We could also be a little bit moody here. This is what we are seeing here. If you have a child of your own, sometimes here it points also that our children could give us a hard time. This is what we are seeing here with this combination of cards. Anyway, also the travel and the business, it could mean that you need to invest energy in your child and it drains you. This is what we are seeing here. If this is relating to a new business, it means that the energy that you need to put in your business here, it takes a lot of energy here. This is what we are seeing here. Then we have the child and the clovers here. This is so we come in the last line. This is the positive. So here are the difficulties and the end is very positive. So here we come in the last line here. Here we see that we have a lucky turn of things here. This is what we are seeing here. We will have, after all these difficulties, we will have a deep experience that fulfills us here, and the things will turn around here, and we will be full-hearted in this engagement. This is what we are seeing here, and then this beginning, after these problems are solved, we will be freed from this trouble here. This is what we are seeing here. If we have a child, also the problem with our children could be worked out. The same applies here with this combination. Anyway, we'll be very open here to try new approaches here. We will try the new playful approach. This is what we are seeing here. Then we have the cross, the letter, and the mice. The cross and the letter here, important news is coming to us. As I said earlier, we have the confirmation here. Some things will make you sad. This could be related to a previous relationship or a part of your life that you are finishing here. In a way, we suffer also about our communication here, and there could be some disappointing news that is coming to us. But we saw this earlier here with this combination. It could be that our heart is really hurt, but it could also be that things are not going as we are seeing here. And sometimes this combination, it points also that certain authorities are trying to indoctrinate us for some things in our life. So be careful here with indoctrination, especially with certain things, with certain travels, certain requirements. If you travel for certain reasons, that here there is not a form of indoctrination put on you. So if you feel that there is indoctrination, be wise here if you take certain steps, especially related to the health here, that are put up on you, because this could give you certain losses here. This could be bodily losses here that we are seeing here. So be careful if you make certain decisions. Anyway, here we see here that sometimes the communication will be hard to handle. We will take some distance here. This is what we are seeing here. It could also sometimes, this combination also, it points that we could relate, if the times are difficult, to our spirituality, because this is sometimes spiritual documents here that we read, spiritual text, we read religious text, whatever your religion is here. This is what we are seeing here with this combination. We could read certain fragments out of our spirituality or out the book that is connected to our religion because we have stress. This is what we are seeing here, because the mice is stress here, stress and delays. This is what we are seeing here. Sometimes also with this combination, we need to be careful that people are not talking behind our back. Sometimes there could be lies also related to business. Be careful if you do business that people don't lie to you. See that all documents are genuine. This is very important here that we are seeing here. It's possible also that we are confronted with that people try to literally blackmail us for some reasons here. This is also possible. Also be careful if you travel that you don't lose your cell phone or your communication devices, because this is what we are seeing here. Keep them close to you, because this is what we are seeing here. For certain things that will happen in your life, it could be you're not very happy at, and that these expressions are visible on your face here. And if people confront you with certain corruptions or things that go wrong, it could be really visible on your face. And you could decide here if certain things are put upon you to blow the whistle. This is what we are seeing here. Maybe you are tired of certain situations related to business here. This is what we are seeing here. Then we have the heart, the mountain, and the child. The heart and the mountain here, we see here, this is again the love affair that we are seeing here, or the connections with a person in abroad that is related to our love life. This is what we are seeing here. There's a certain contract here that we are having here. We could feel here sometimes this points also that we are destined to go abroad here. A lot of communication about going abroad, a new beginning. The child is a new beginning. We follow our heart literally for going in abroad. This is what we are seeing here. We feel again that it's destined to go there here. We could, in the first place, if we go there because of all the experience that we had in the past with certain lovers, we could be a little bit strict, rigid, distance here, because the mountain is like that. We don't want to experience here what we experienced before we actually open our heart. And it's possible that we keep our heart a little bit cold till we are sure here what we are seeing here with this combination. Then we have the mountain and the child here. This is a new chapter in our life that is coming here. As I said here, the end of the reading is positive, the beginning is difficult. Here we see that we go in a new chapter of our life here. The challenges here we see again here. And again here we see the connections with abroad, possibilities in abroad, considering in abroad here. This is what we are seeing here with this combination. Also, if we have a child and we are in abroad and our child stays at home, it's possible that the communication with our children is difficult. For some reason, it could be the internet, it could be that we are unable to communicate, or other things could happening that it's difficult for us here to communicate with our children. Then we have the ship, the bear, and the clovers. The ship and the bear, it tells us here that this is an important opportunity for business, for travel. And if you do this travel, it will be very prosperous. This is what we are doing. So I already said it's not easy, but there is a major project here, a major financial project, import, export, doing business, trading with money. But as I said here, see that your investments are solid. Don't put your trust in something random. These are difficult times here. We don't know where everything is going. The market sometimes is not stable. So invest here in things that are stable here. It's very wise to do so here. But this points to business in abroad, a trader, a businessman here, man or woman, it doesn't matter here. We also come in contact with, it could be that we come in contact with customs here for trading, that we inform ourselves how to import or how to export or how to get things done there abroad here. But this is a contact with a foreign authority that we are seeing here. And if we approach this in the right way, things will go right. But as I said here, there's a form. Be careful also, because there's some corruption here. Be careful if you are approached and who approaches you here. Anyway, there's important trade deals here with people in abroad that you are thinking about, and probably this will work out well. Anyway, it's possible that if you travel and you're not alone, an older person or somebody with experience is accompanying you. This is what we are seeing here. But there's a lot of motivation here. This is what we are seeing here. And it could be that a certain person that you have confidence in there, he might be a teacher, he might be trading there, he might be experienced in this form of business. It's like he's guiding you. He's helping you, and it motivates you more here, and it makes you more confident that this change is the right one for you. This is what we are seeing here. Some things here will be easily arranged for you. So this person literally arranges. Sometimes we need to be careful here that others don't over arrange things for us. So because the bear can be quite dominant, I didn't say that this person is bad-hearted, but sometimes we need to keep them a little bit in reins here, especially with the bear here, because the bear can be very dominant, but not with bad intention, but sometimes we need to think a little bit in control here with this combination. Then we have the bear and the clovers here. This is a very positive change that we are seeing here. If we take certain steps, later on our lifestyle will change for the better. This is what we are seeing here. We are protected from certain things in our life. This is what we are seeing here. Here we see that our business is prosperous. If we work for a firm, if it's not for our own business and we work for a firm, here we see that after all these challenges that we have been confronted here, that we get a bonus. If you don't work for a person and you do it yourself here, we see here that there are windfalls. Things are going well here. And probably here we would be tempted to do some financial gambles. But as I said, be careful if you do so here. But mostly this point to luck in finances here. You also will do a lot to create your own luck. You will do things yourself here. This is what we are seeing here. Sometimes also this points that we, maybe because of the distance, we are too lenient with our children. This is what we are seeing here. If we have certain employees that we are having for the business, sometimes also it points that we are very lenient to our employees. So be careful also with that, with these things here. Take always precaution. This card tells us also this reading, take precautions here, especially also with staff here. Be careful here. This is what we are seeing here. Then we have the cross, the mountain, and the clovers. Here we see in the beginning here we see some solitude, challenges in abroad. We see that. Just see if I can add something here. Then we have the mountain and the clovers. This is again here that we are lucky in abroad here. Then we have the ship and the mountain. This is, as I said here, this is a business trip, but also there could be some matters of the heart involved. It's like we make a combination here. Sometimes also, I mentioned it earlier, that the mountain is the internet. Sometimes also this points to business online operations, that we do a lot of activities, but this is the future. A lot of business is happening, or a lot of transactions are going to take place here in abroad here. It's possible also that you have been there before. Maybe the place is not totally unknown for you. It's like we're returning there here with this combination, but it will not be easy here. Some problems here will be persistent, and you will need to be stubborn here because there will be some limitations here with this combination. In the beginning also, it could point that before you actually put your feet down there in abroad, there's a lot of moving around before you finally know where you're going, or where you decide you do your business. It's like we're moving around till we find here where we need to go. And it might not be easy to move around in abroad. Maybe there are certain restrictions here. We always need to do some, show our documents here, and it might slow us down here, this combination for getting in certain places before you finally settle down. As I said here, this points to delays here. Don't be surprised also if sometimes for certain period of time, if you are in abroad, you are stuck. This could be part of the thing here. We saw this already, but finally things will come true, and you will finally find your post. But this could be it's possible also that for this whole concept, you're already waiting for a long time. This is what we are seeing here with this combination of cards here. You will do everything here to physically travel. This is what we are seeing here with this combination. You will be very strong. You will hold on to your personality. Certain griefs here we need to accept here. We will sometimes also, if we cannot move directly in abroad, we will find solution. And maybe this person here comes in handy. It's like here, we are trying to move around the problem. We need to do business, and maybe there are certain things that constantly are checked, and we try to go around the checks because we already have the documents and we are tired of it. We try to find a way around here. This is what we are seeing here with this. It's like here we are rethinking certain strategies also for the traveling, but also for our business. This is what we are seeing here with this combination. Sometimes also it points with difficulties with the vehicles that we are traveling. I need to mention this also. Sometimes it could be a technical problem with the vehicle that you are traveling here. Anyway, we cannot see the other side. I already mentioned here the delayed departures here. Then we have the mountain and the mice in itself here. Some things of the past we let go. We already saw this here. Taking your energy away, I already said that. I think this is all Pisces for this month. This is a good reading for business, but there's a lot of obstacles in your way. It will go slow, but I think here this is the general consensus that we have all over the world now. It's difficult. The authorities are difficult. They are scared for letting people travel, scared between brackets. We see here that things are not easy, so you will need to literally put your feet on the ground for pushing this through, but you will. And if you push through, you will get where you want, but it will not be an easy operation, that's for sure, but it's destined to be. Also the lover comes in play here. This is what we are seeing here, but there's a lot of delays, stops here, but everything will work out in the end. So Pisces, this is all for this month. I hope you get a little bit wiser out of this reading. If you did, please subscribe to my channel. If this reading don't fit your role, please check the other readings here that you are seeing here. Anyway, we do a lot of readings here. There are also spiritual readings that we are doing here, and these could help you also in context for finding more solutions. So the spiritual readings you can see here, and you can find them also on my channel. So Pisces, this is all for this month. Thank you for watching, and we see each other next time.